God's Garage is a ministry, nonprofit, and we are completely supported by sponsors, donors who give us their cars, and we take in cars that people donate to us, running or not. We do our best to get them very roadworthy, and we give those cars away to single moms, widows, or wives of deployed military.
God's Garage has touched so many people. It goes beyond just that day that they hand you over the keys. It goes a lot further. They give you the stepping stones to get back on your feet.
Lord, we're just praying that this vehicle will be safe and reliable for her.
It was a blessing. God does a lot of miracles, and they work through so many people. And God's Garage has done so much, not just for me, but for my kids.
So those cars are meant to be a bridge. They're not to be a long-term solution. A lot of these cars are minimum 6 years old, some of them as much as 20 years old. But some of the more reliable cars we can fix and they can stay on the road and they can help these women get to the next stage in life. About 10 years ago, our founder, pastor at the Cowboy Church on the west side of Montgomery, was driving down the road after a service and he saw a lady walking with her kid down Highway 105. And he says, man, a woman with a child on the highway, not a good mix. And he was a pastor at the church, so he stopped and said, what are you doing out here? And she said, well, I have my truck in the shop. It's been there about a month and I can't afford to get it fixed, so we're walking home. So he took them home, went and picked up her truck from the repair shop. He and a couple guys from the church fixed it themselves and gave her car back, and that's how it started. So then it grew from being this one single act of kindness, we like to say, to here we actually own this land on the east side of Conroe. And what we've learned is there's no end to what we'll be able to do to help the women in the Houston area.
And I was driving home from work and somebody T-boned me and it ended up getting totaled, and so back at ground zero.
I was in an abusive relationship for almost all my life. I have been left without anything, so I was starting again, getting back on my feet, and then the car started messing up and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to work because I got to support my kids.
Their lives are extremely different from probably the lives that most of us know because we have reliable transportation. And the other thing too is it's hard to hold down a job when you have to rely on someone else to get you there.
For me, it was like, okay, I need a job closer to home now. I'm having to rely on people to bring me to interviews, and sometimes I'm late, which makes me look bad.
We have 3,000 women on our waiting list right now. The need's huge, and it's almost bigger than we care to say, and we're just a portion of the solution.
So God answered my prayer one day.
The biggest impact you can make in any woman's life, or any person's life for that matter, is to make sure they have reliable transportation.
When I first got my car, I went straight home, and when I went straight home, I started honking the horn, and my kids thought something was wrong. They ran out there, and they were jumping up and down, of course, getting in the car, looking at the stereo, things like that.
It's hard to understand the impact you make in somebody's life when you get to do something like this. So to qualify for us, you need to be a single mom, widows, and then wives of deployed military. As part of our program, every woman that's going to be gifted a car, or any of them that we actually repair their cars, because we do repair cars as well, they're required to come into one of our seminars where we help teach them life skills.
I gained a lot of knowledge from this seminar that I went through. I'm just thankful for the experience all in all. To be honest, even if I didn't get a car, I'm just thankful for the experience.
Really, we see this as one of the biggest foundations for helping women move to this next stage in their life and get out of these troubled times they might be in.
So how would you feel if we gave you a car right now?
I'd be really excited.
Like if I just gave you these keys and we were just good.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
The nicest thing about God's Garage is we don't care how you got where you're at. We just know what you need, and we're going to take care of that.
I'm just glad I took that step to apply, and I'm glad I met all of these amazing people to help me through this rough time.
All of us that are here, we're all here for a season, but this is God's Garage. It'll be here forever.